Hello, my Cancerians. You have to bear with me. I'm so rough this morning. You can probably hear it in my voice. I have like that, I don't know. Is it sexy? It doesn't feel sexy. I was out with a couple of girlfriends last night at a restaurant. I didn't have anything to drink. I had like a Shirley Temple and water because I was driving. But we were just talking so much and laughing so much. And I got home late, which is like 10:30. So I was in bed by 11. That's really late for me. So I'm so rough this morning, Cancer. I do apologize. I've got your cards out. I'm ready to go. But just bear with me. Like, if I can't get my words out for a few seconds, just like, okay, it's okay, Cindy. We've all been there. We'll wait. Okay. So, Cancer, this is your release and your receive for 2020. What are you releasing? What are you receiving for 2020? So, oh yeah, this is me, Cindy. If I didn't introduce myself to anyone who's new to the channel, prepare. I don't know where this is going. Well, I have an idea because I have your cards out already, which is the new thing here. It's just for this release and receive. I know usually I shuffle on camera and you all see it come out as it plays out. But because there's quite a few cards, oracle decks, tarots, the release, the receive side, it takes a while to do that. So instead of spending 10-15 minutes watching me do that, I've already put it out. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's get into it. So I really like what you're releasing. It looks like you guys have actually been doing a lot of internal work over maybe 2019 and even before that. So this internal work is really, it's almost maybe a little bit of shadow work, looking at the darker sides of yourself, things that trigger you, things that make you feel uncomfortable, and kind of figuring out why and how do I get comfortable with that and moving forward. So what we have here, I'm using as part of your release, what it is, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. We got the raccoon here. And this is a lot like, to me in the tarot, like the Hermit card. This is someone who's pulled away, kind of sitting in the shadows, looking at situations, analyzing themselves, kind of trying to get some divine guidance, just not feeling comfortable coming out into the open, like fully being who I am and exploring relationships and people, being a little bit shy and withdrawn. You're releasing that. It's awesome. And so the Energy Oracle deck that came out for you on the release was the first chakra here. Now you're like, why would I release my base chakra? I think because you have really grounded yourself. And I really get that with some of the other cards that came out. You've been doing a lot of grounding, Cancer. A lot. You've really grounded yourselves here. You've really opened up that base chakra. So it's kind of allowing all the other chakras to really flow fully. Yeah, so it's a really nice release, and it's going to be bringing wonderful fresh energy towards you. So then I went to I'm using 2 tarot decks to kind of ask why is this release happening. And from the Tarot de la Nuit deck, you got 1 card, and it was the King of Pentacles here. And I'm thinking, yeah, you know what, I really feel that because it's such a grounded energy. It's almost as if you've made certain achievements and accomplishments for yourself up to this point. And it's not that you're like, this is not necessarily the release. This is why, right? The release is coming out of that kind of hermit mode energy, spending a lot of time just grounding myself, getting level and, balanced. It's because I got it. I got it now. I'm really grounded. I really feel like whoever this is resonating for, it's general. It is general. But it does feel like a very grounded energy with that first chakra. I can release working on this. I'm grounded. It feels really good. So that's why. You're almost like in the King of Pentacles energy, which is being very grounded. I know I've said it a lot, but it's a big theme for what you've accomplished, so you can release the process of that moving into 2020. And yeah, what's nice is because you've released that process and you're just living and existing in it, which is what this King of Pentacles is, solid foundation, great accomplishments, things that I've learned in life. I've applied it really well. doing well financially, I'd like to say. Also, like with relationships, the balance that you have between home and work and family and community is really good. And then, again, continuing with the why, I go into this Shadowscape Tarot when you got two cards. You got the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So this is the why here. This was part of the dive. This is part of that exploration that raccoon energy was in, that you're now releasing. Was, you know, I feel like you've gone into an Eight of Cups dive. You really went on the journey and thought about, what serves me? What do I need to walk away from? What do I need to put in the past? What do I need to walk towards? What do I need to see in my future? And now you got a really good idea with this Nine of Cups. This is what I'm going to go for. I know what I want in my cups now. I'm going to tell the universe what I want, and my wishes will be fulfilled. It's really great energy. And the Eight of Wands, I know this is typically in the tarot is about making movement towards something, communicating towards something, which is definitely part of what this card is. But the big part of this card is the wishes. This one in particular for me, look at all these little, almost like the dandelion seed heads, making a wish and blowing them out into the universe, which really goes in nice combination with the Nine of Cups. So that's why you're doing this release, because you are now moving from an energy of, it's not really stagnant. It's not like the Four of Pentacles where you're just hanging on and, you know, dum-da-dum-da-dum, doing my thing every day, not really looking deep within with the Four of Pentacles. The Hermit card, which is like this raccoon, is looking kind of like deep within, looking deep within. And now you know, which is so great. And it's like, I'm ready to go on that journey. Now I know. Okay, so then I want to know what the energies are surrounding this release. What's the divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy surrounding this release, like that's going on within you? So look what we've got here for the divine masculine. Beauty. This is really wonderful. It's like you really see the beauty within yourself. Aspects of yourself that maybe played out as shadow aspects in the past, things that triggered you, things that made you feel uncomfortable, situations that perhaps you tried to avoid because it gave you anxiety. Like, no, but kind of going into yourself and really understanding why. Why does that happen? How do I push through that? And now seeing the beauty in all aspects of yourself, whether they were things that you saw in a positive light or a negative light, it's beautiful. And once you see that beauty in yourself, it's easy to start exploring the world on that level, which makes it look very different. So like it's, I know I'm leading towards your receive, which is very different. So, and then the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy within you that's surrounding this release is potential. But now you have it. There's so much potential within you and around you that's coming towards you. This is why you're releasing. I'm releasing this hermit energy, trying to be grounded. I've accomplished it. I know what I want. And now I see the potential in my life and where I want to go with it. So that's the release. We won't dwell on that too much. It's pretty good. It's a good release. How am I doing so far for someone who's feeling rough? Not too bad. All right. The receive is beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so fresh. We have the lamb here. What fresh energy. This is like the spring lamb to me. This is almost a season of innocence. Yet, what I like about it is it doesn't come across as, you know, like naive innocence. This is just a pure innocence of, a new aspect of yourself. It's ready to go out and find the innocence in the world too. And in combination with, so the energy oracle card that came out with your receive is the attachment. And you can see that she has removed a mask and she's looking at the mask. And this to me is like that part of the receive now after being in the hermit mode. After being in the raccoon energy, you're releasing that because you do. When you go into hermit mode, and you're looking within. We are looking at labels that we've applied to ourselves throughout life, labels that other people have applied to us throughout life. And do those labels really suit me? No? Yes? Like taking those off. And then the masks that we wear. The masks that we wear to protect different aspects of ourselves, whether it's places where we feel vulnerable within us, or it's masks that we wear. It's pretty much fun. Yeah. Like, yeah. I guess you guys can put other ideas of why we wear masks. But we do. Like I always say, we're not the same person at work as we are at home. It's just different personas of ourselves and different aspects of our personality that we dig deeper into in certain situations. So this is like really looking at that and being aware of it and really saying, you know what? I'm going to be true to myself. I'm taking on this innocent approach. This is almost like that child that's not afraid to be exactly who they are, you know, until they get out in the world and realize it doesn't work with everyone. I have to adjust myself a little bit when I'm dealing with these people and adjust myself when I'm dealing with these kids, right? Like, kind of how it works. We come to Earth and we have to learn to get along with everyone. So sometimes, yeah, that's part of the mask too, right? There's another one. I figured that out. We did it together. So, thanks for helping me on this reading being so rough. By the way, this is pre-recorded, so this is Friday the 13th, actually. Ooh, what a day to be rough, huh? Friday the 13th. So, but scheduled to come out next week, which is now for you. So, okay. So, now, why? Why is this being received? Why is this being received? One card again from the Tarot de la Nuit. We have the King of Swords here. Is this being released because you are ready, baby? You are on that journey. Look at the two kings here. You got two kings. Remember? The King of Pentacles, because you've got it. You've got this grounded. You know, this king really does have a lot of emotions and feelings, but, you know, they don't run his life. They might come into account sometimes when I'm thinking about making decisions, how I feel deeply about that, how I think it'll make others feel. You know, oh, I've got that. I'm okay with that. Maybe I've done that a little too much. But this King of Swords is really like going full on tilt for what his truth is and what it is that he wants to accomplish. This person is not taking so much time to get all touchy-feely. This person is taking time to really explore what it is that they're interested in, what they want in life and what they wish to seek. So it's a pretty powerful energy that you're coming into. Almost feels like magic. Very intuitive. This is a very intuitive King of Swords. Really pulling into your intuition more so than you would like your feelings and your emotions and your grounded energy. Almost like, you know, now that you've worked on that root chakra, that base chakra, the energy is flowing and the intuition and the knowledge and the truth is sitting right there in your mind. And it's really harnessing this new beginning. It's actually, and this is why, you know, it doesn't feel like a naive innocence that you're receiving. I mean, you've got this King of Swords energy, and it's actually, the way I've laid out the cards, the King of Swords is sitting right underneath the Lamb. It's almost as if I have this new approach. I'm going out to find new things for myself. And I'm going to do it in a way that's very innocent and open, right? Like that's that energy too, because a young child is very open to new experiences. I'm not saying, oh, no, I don't do that. Like, you know, as we get older as adults, like, I don't know. That may not work out. I don't think I should do that. Like, we do a lot of that overthinking, where the King of Swords is there to protect that, you know, that there's nothing naive about this experience and that you're moving into. And then we get two cards again from the Shadowscape Tarot that you got. You got the Sun and the Page of Swords. So this is still asking why. Why are you receiving this? You're receiving this because it's time to really claim what's yours. It's time to get that wish fulfillment. And isn't that great? Because we talked about, you know, being on that journey to start telling the universe what you want. This is what I want. I expect to get it, man. You know, it's coming my way. With this 9 of Cups and this 8 of Wands, putting the wishes out to the universe. Well, guess what? You're going to be getting them. You're looking for it. You know it's coming. That is the energy that you are receiving. It's wonderful. The Sun card, everything, happiness. You're going on a journey of happiness here in an innocent way. It's just beautiful. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is telling me there's still so much more for you to learn. The Sun, things that you get in 2020 that you really want, that you've got, that are wish fulfillment, that are really meant for you too, that are really meant for you, that you want to receive. They're going to be new things that are going to put you in another cycle of like learning, which is really good. Is keeping that young energy about you for 2020. Now, I ask, you know, what is the energy surrounding this receive? What's the masculine energy? And you pulled a great card. We got Odin, guidance. So again, this is another additional energy with the King of Swords is telling me that this sort of innocence that you're receiving to move forward into 2020 is still protected. You have the life experience. Is it, yeah, basically like the life experience. You've done the work. You've really looked within. You've taken, you know, times of guidance that have come from others, and you've learned to apply it to yourself. You've learned to take that on for yourself. So you are protecting yourself. Almost as if you're holding these two personalities of being like the child and the parent together. You're doing that for yourself. And then the feminine energy is generosity. This is being generous really with yourself, with your time, with your love, with your feelings, with the things in your life, and being generous with almost everyone you come into contact with. It's beautiful. I mean, well, you have the Sun card here because you're putting yourself into situations where you will receive wish fulfillment, and it makes you really start appreciating and thanking the universe, spirit, everyone in your life, like, for what it has brought me to at this point. And because of that, you continue with that energy and you start spreading it. So it's beautiful. My portals of love, Cancer, right? My portals of love. So it's a really nice release and receive, right? Now, the last card, and we're all thanking Aquarius this week for this card, because they had a bit of a hard reading. The release was really hard. The receive was nice. But after it, I thought, you know, they need something else. We need to put something in here, just a little bit of love. So I decided to do a card from the Journey of Love Oracle deck. So I did it for them because of their reading. So now everyone gets one. So isn't that nice? So you guys got Fire and Ice, number 37. So this is kind of like a final message to you from the universe as you move into 2020. So number 37, what does this oracle bring to you with Fire and Ice? This oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict, but for now you do not need to engage in it, simply to be present to it and allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to a clear direction. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it is not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realize this and have patience. All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. Until you have simple clarity in your heart, beyond the pushing away and pulling closer. Isn't that interesting? The release and the receive. Beyond the pushing away and pulling closer, then it is time to wait, for there is more yet to be revealed. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then you will do well to act as feels truthful for you. Ooh, I like that, because that's really talks to me about your 9 of Cups and 8 of Wands energy. Like when your heart speaks clearly about exactly what it is that you want, and then it will come to you with this beautiful innocence that you are receiving in 2020. There you go, Cancer, I did it. I got through it for you. Thank you for allowing me to come into your energy. It does kind of boost me a little bit. So thank you very much. And yeah, enjoy 2020. Until next time, guys, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.